church. Like, this is the life I live. But I'm still, as much as of that as I do, I cannot say that I, for one, am one of those people who is at that place where I could just be like, all right, none of that other stuff is going to matter. I'm not going to care or think about what you did yesterday. Like, no, that's BS. You feel I got to be realistic with me. That's not something that I'm at a place where those questions wouldn't come up in my mind. They would. Like, that's realistic. I don't think that the questions that you're asking me are coming from you having an ego. I think that those are ego questions. Like, those questions are, period, coming from the ego. Because when you enter into a union like that, that ego is not relevant. It's not there. You have mastered and gotten over that and past that.
Look, as a man, and what I'm saying is if I'm dealing with 2, 3, or 4 women, right, if y'all don't all feel that I love you all individually in your own
it's not
way,
about feeling, you know.
If you know your man loves you, but he got another woman and he loves her too, how could you deny his love for you because he got love for her? How could you say, how is it equal? How is it fair?
I mean, I don't know. I'm completely fine on the whole polygamy thing. You know, you want to have 3 and 4 wives, whatever. That's cool. But I just think that it needs to be on like a two-way bound. Like, I think that you feel like you're able to afford another wife, I should be able to afford another husband.
But there's unions like that already. But that's a different.
And everybody should be okay with it. And everybody should put their egos in their pocket.
But that's a different type of union, and there are people who have unions like that, and that's fine. It isn't that I have 50 husbands and you have 50 wives, no, and we are all together. But there are people who are women who have multiple husbands, just there are men who have multiple wives. Like, that's not.
I know, I'm just saying, like, I think that for me, if I was going to comply with a polygamous relationship, I would definitely need to be afforded the option to have another husband. Maybe I get tired of his fucking face.
Okay. Now, with that option, right? Are you providing safety and security? Are we providing legacy and future? Are we providing conditions that are conducive
we're providing all that, and I think that he should be able to comply with that because I'm complying with everything that he's doing. So everybody should be able to comply. You can have wives with 1, 2, and 3, and 4. I should be able to have baby number 1, 2, and 3, and 4 with whoever I guess I choose to marry or.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. You need to find a man that is in the proper mind state that can live with that and still progress in the community without self-hating himself, without destroying himself, without feeling insecure. Like, if the man is doing it for, if the man has multiple wives, these wives can't feel insecure. That's the main. That's
so
the
what do you do, like, if your wives
are
not getting along? How do you do that?
You have a family meeting, and if it's not working, then somebody or the whole thing has to stop until they can get together. Dysfunction is not. There's enough dysfunction in a freaking regular 2-people relationship.
Right.
You can imagine where we're coming from, trying to build 2, 3, and 4 wife relationships. Like, that's major dysfunction. But are we growing as a people mentally? Or are we still stagnated in white supremacy?
Right. Are we growing as a people and making, an abundance for the village? I mean, that's really what I see it as, for the kids, to make more babies. I don't really see it as men having multiple wives. I just see it as, us being able to provide more males for our community. Really, that's really how I choose to see it.
That's another option. That's another option. I believe, I don't believe in this whole single mother thing as a bad thing. I believe what's being taught through the single mother thing sometimes can be a bad thing, can be destructive, can not influence us. But I can understand. I see people's brothers taking care of their kids. Like, I see one girl had a picture of her daughter with her, her brother, and he's washing her hair, taking care of her. That's what we need. So what the baby father might have passed away, got locked up, or even walked away from the situation. But we know a lot of brothers.
But there's a difference between a single mother and a single woman, though. A single mother is someone who takes care of their child literally, by themselves with, no help from the man. But if he's taking care of his child or giving you some type of assistance at some end, then you're just a single woman, not a single mother.
Ooh. Well,
I'm still on the line, and I can't agree with that. I'm a single mother, and my daughter's father is as active as he can be from 4 states away. but I'm still a single mother. Like, I still do this. I get up every day. I get my daughter to school. If she's sick, I go pick her up. So I get what you're trying to say, but that's not always the case. So while he's not an absentee parent, I'm still a single mother.
I cherish motherhood. It's a very important thing. So it's a difference than looking at it from not having children and having children. Like, my girl has a job by herself, and I see it completely. A nigga don't do nothing, and you know what I mean? That's his problem, yo, because when you got a beautiful child or children that you can mold their mind and teach them and be a father and touch, like, it's so different as opposed to being.
And then on the same note, I know women whose children and father are in the household and don't do shit. Like, she might as well be a single mother. Right.
She's a single mother. I mean, I'm saying, like, you got to look at the aspect of it. In your situation, that you know, your child's father lives in a different state. You know, like you said, he does what he can from, you know, a distance. And quite technically, you know, you're still a single mother because you do all the grunt work, basically.
Right.
But if it's a lot of chicks out here that be calling themselves single mother because they don't live with their baby father or father of their children. I hate that word, baby father. The father of their children. And I just think it's a little unfair because it's like, if he's been trying, just because you don't want to accept, you know, what he's been trying to do, technically, you know, you're being a bitch.
Right.
And
I will say,
let's not say bitch. Let's say being spiteful.
Let's call it like it is. Let's call it like it is. Because I'm so sick of sick of terrible moms, and it's a lot of mothers out there. Mothers, I'm talking to you. It's a lot of y'all out there that want to play the leverage game, or you can't see your kid unless you do that, or I don't like how you did me, so you're not going to see your kid. It's bullshit, and y'all need to cut it out, like, seriously, because the only person who's being affected is the child. I don't care what that person has done to you in a relationship. That has absolutely nothing to do with the way that they parent that child at all.
Right.
Unless they physically brought some kind of harm to you, you need to put your emotions aside and worry about your child. Exactly. Like, I'm so sick of that. Or he ain't paid, so he ain't going. So, like, come on now. I'm sick
you know
of
what
it.
else
I'm
gets on my nerves? When they
mother.
do interact and they're rude to each other. Like, you know, how you going to teach your child how to love and you display hatred amongst each other? That's just stupid.
Right.
That's hard. Wait, ladies. Now, y'all know that's hard because relationships end when people had dire straight love for each other, where they would have died for each other. And the only opposite of getting rid of that is complete and utter hatred.